Formula One risk new row with Lewis Hamilton over his nose stud, as they launch crackdown on drivers wearing jewellery while racing and could force the deposed champion to remove his or otherwise face a fine. Formula One drivers have been served a reminder that they are banned from wearing jewellery while racing ahead of the Australian Grand Prix. The ruling was included in the Melbourne event notes that was issued by new F1 race director Neil Swittich, who will share the position with Eduardo Freitas following the sacking of Michael Massey. This will affect drivers including Lewis Hamilton, who has been seen sporting a nose stud while behind the wheel of his Mercedes. It has been part of the sporting regulations since 2005, though drivers who have worn jewellery behind the wheel have not been penalised. The new race directors though are set to take a sterner stance and fine those who are caught wearing any form of body piercing or metal neck chains. It's said the reminder is not aimed at any one person and that multiple drivers up and down the grid have been spotted wearing jewellery, also including rings and bracelets. There is a risk the stricter approach could spark a new row with seven-time champion Hamilton. Hamilton was seen wearing a nose stud at both last year's season-ending Abu Dhabi GP and this year's opener in Bahrain, where it was clearly visible through his open visor. The Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile (FIA) confirmed a nose stud would fall foul of the ban, raising the prospect of Hamilton being forced to remove it. The rule prohibiting the wearing of jewellery is Article 5 of the third chapter of Appendix L of the governing body's International Sporting Code, ISC. The full wording of the rule states, the wearing of jewellery in the form of body piercing or metal neck chains is prohibited during the competition and may therefore be checked before the start. The FIA first instigated in 2005 what was then described as an immediate ban on the wearing of jewellery, body piercing and heavy chains, by race and rally competitors, with the rule later adopted into the ISC. It was brought in to prevent piercings and chains injuring the driver in the event of a collision, and the FIA said it also applied to the wearing of rings and bracelets. There was also concern jewellery could slow drivers getting out of the car after a heavy crash. Swittich is one of two new F1 race directors, in an alternating arrangement with Freitas, following the ousting of Massey in the wake of the controversial climax to last season, which saw Hamilton denied a record-breaking 8th world title. Massey's controversial call to only allow drivers between Hamilton and Max Verstappen to unlap themselves, led to the Dutchman passing his rival on the last lap on much fresher tyres and claim his maiden championship. This led to appeals from Mercedes in the aftermath of the race, in which they eventually dropped. Hamilton has already been cast 29 points adrift in the championship race after he finished only 10th at the second round in Saudi Arabia a fortnight ago. Mercedes have dominated the sport since 2014, carrying Hamilton to 6 titles and winning an unprecedented 8 Constructors' Championships in succession. However, they have failed to get the best of the new regulations for this season so far, with Red Bull and Ferrari leaving the Brackley-based outfit playing catch-up.